morning, everybody. How are you this Friday morning? Hop on, say hi. Let me know you're there. We got a little snow here. I don't know how much. I don't know why I keep moving around. We got a little bit of snow. I think they were saying 2 to 4 inches, but it looks like a dusting, so I'm happy with that. So today, I'm going to be playing with Lasting Lily, Rose Ward, Stampersdelight.com. So let me just switch this. Okay, so if you're on, you can find me at Stampersdelight.com. Here's my January host code. Don't use this code if your order is going to be more than $150 though, because then you want it to be in your name so that you can get the host benefits. If you'd like more information on joining Stampin' Up, joining my team, or ordering, just go to Stampersdelight.com and contact me, okay? Good morning, Fran. How are you this morning? Okay, so also, let me just flip this camera again. If you join Stampin' Up right now, you can get this bag. I always forget which way I'm going. Right here in the back of me. It's a great bag. Right now for $99, you can get $175 of merchandise when you get the starter kit. Or for $129, you can get $175 merchandise, plus your business supplies, and that great bag. That's a must. I love that bag. So just wanted to make sure I let you know about that, okay? All right, so good morning, Angie, Stacy, Lisa. Thank you for tuning in. And don't forget to share my videos. Also, you can find me on YouTube at Stampersdelight, okay? And subscribe to my YouTube channel. Before we even start with the Lasting Lily, let me show you what I got yesterday, and I haven't had time to play with yet, but it's the new paper pumpkin, Be My Valentine, January one. So I'll be creating a YouTube video this weekend with this kit. Okay, so don't forget to subscribe and share and recommend my YouTube channel because it has other videos besides this. Okay, so Lasting Lily is one of my favorite sets, okay? And it's in the Saleabration catalog, so it's free. This is Freebie Friday. The Lasting Lily you can get free with a $100 order. And it so is well worth it. There's a lot of different things you can do with this set. And I see I don't know if my hand is jumping or what, but I have new lighting. Can anybody notice that? The shadows shouldn't be as bad. I'll be tweaking that too, but my husband just set up director lighting for me. Okay, so let me bring in some of the samples. Okay, so I had a question on simple stamping, and I like to do that too. So here's a simple stamping card. Okay, it's not much to it, you know, ink, paper, and stamps. But it's just, I mean, I think it's beautiful. And then, of course, you can embellish it more by, and I did this last week, but I didn't show you how I did it, so I'm going to show you that later. Same thing, I just trimmed the white cardstock quarter of an inch or an eighth of an inch all the way around, and then layered it on a piece of blueberry bushel, quarter piece of cardstock, which is 4.5 by 5.5. And then added some embellishments, so I stepped it up a little bit there. So it's not hard to do that, and I am going to show that, okay? So, some of the other samples I did with this set was with the Coastal Cabana. And that has the new embossing folder behind it. Bring it up closer. And our gold sequins. And I'm going to show you the different colors, how they come out too. I know some people said they were having problems with the distinctive stamp image, but that's the nice thing about it. It just looks so gorgeous. And different colors come out differently. Okay, so that's another one. Let me open that up because I like to show you the inside, especially if I stamped it. I still see a little shadow there, but we'll work on that. Okay. Oh, thank you, Angie. And here's another one which I absolutely love. Okay, I cut these out, layered them on not only the Fresh Fig cardstock, but designer series paper from the wonderful Romance set. Isn't that gorgeous? And then this is a tent card. Now there may be a little lag in the time with the Facebook Live today because of the weather, so I do apologize for that. But whenever the weather is bad outside, we have issues. So here's another one. This one's actually probably one of my favorites. Again, I used that new embossing folder, and let me grab the name of it for you. On the Grapefruit Grove foil paper, which is also a freebie, and the dynamic lace embossing folder, which is on page 11. Look at how gorgeous. I'm going to bring it up real close so you can just see how gorgeous that is. Another freebie. And then, of course, I used some Wink of Stella in here. Oh, thank you. Megan says she loves this one. Thank you. And then we open that up. And I just love the way this looks, you know, when you have your saying. So, again, what I do is I ink the stamp up. This was Flirty Flamingo, which if you saw on Facebook and my blog, my husband went and picked out paint sample for me. And he came home with one paint sample, and it had pink flamingo on it. And it looks exactly like our Flirty Flamingo. So, hey, I think that's it. Anyway, this is Flirty Flamingo inked up. And then I inked it up and stamped off once to get a lighter image under there. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. Now, before I get to stamping and showing you what we're going to do, I wanted to show you two samples that I had also received in a swap. Okay, and this one was from Barbara Dykman, or Dykehouse, I'm sorry. And again, it's a tent fold card. She did the same kind of thing with just the quarter piece of cardstock and then the white cardstock around trimmed. And she scored it right here. Isn't that great? So there, that's from Barbara. And then I have another one here with a layered look from Jackie Ross. So I wanted to show you these too. I didn't do these. These were from a swap. Look at that. So much you can do with these. Okay, so the first thing I want to show you is the simple stamping part. So I'm going to bring this in. Make sure I bring in the right piece. And here's what I did for the simple stamp. Now this one I did in yellow, and I showed you the blue. Okay, so this is just a piece of half a sheet of cardstock, or regular cardstock, cut in half. For simple stamping, all I did was, and I had everything here. Oh, I'll use this one. Last night. Oh, there it is. Looking for the old bone folder. Give it a nice crease. I'm going to be using Pineapple Punch. And I didn't forget, I do have other colors to show you. And I think my mat, of course my mat is across the room, not the room, but the table. So let me grab that. Remember, if you can see through the stamp, you want to use your paper piercing mat. Oh, I think I just froze. Oh, there we go. Okay. Megan, I can definitely show you that ribbon, how they did that. Okay. When I'm done, I will definitely tell you how that was done. So, again, you're going to bring this in. I almost did it wrong. Okay. And I think the video Facebook Live did freeze there for a minute, but bear with me. Okay, and then I'm going to take the smaller one. Then it comes with, and I'm using the Pineapple Punch and the Pear Pizzazz. Then I'm just going to take these stems, line it up. You can use your Stamparatus, but I'm not going to do that today. I'm just stamping off the side here. Then I'm going to bring in, this one was a sympathy. I'm going to do this one as a thank you. So I may not put any saying inside because a lot of times my thank yous, I just write a note in there. There's a simple stamping card. Ink, paper, and stamps. Now, if you want to embellish it, you can put the, I love these. These are from the Wonderful Blooms, or the Bloom set. These embellishments are the best. They go with everything. And I'm not sure where my tool is, so I'm going to use my old one. And I'm just going to put 3 of these on there. And there you have it. Now, in the inside, because I just like to do this, I don't know what I'm going to say yet, so I want to leave this part blank. But I want this a little bit lighter, so I'm, whoop, wrong one. Ink that. Put it in the wrong color. I want the yellow. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to ink it up, stamp it off once, and then just put a really light lily in the corner. Okay. So again, I have a sympathy, and I have a thank you. Very quick, easy, simple stamping. Now, if I want to do a little bit more on that, I would take a piece of quarter inch, or it is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. That's the quarter sheet. And then I would just layer that right on here. I can trim this, which I already did, because you can see it. You can see the yellow. So I already trimmed it 1/8 of an inch. And I'm just going to snail this down. Oh, thank you, Angie. I tend to use a lot of snail. I know. It's okay. And there you have a quick, easy, simple card. You want to put a little more embellishment on it, you can add a little Wink of Stella. I'm not gonna do the whole Wink of Stella, but just add, well, okay, maybe I will. I'm just putting the Wink of Stella on there. Just be careful with your Wink of Stella. Some colors, especially the reds, do bleed. Now it's got a little shimmer to it. Okay, so that's a simple stamping card. Now I'm going to show you the same colors, but I'm going to do a different card. I'm going to do a creative fold or fancy fold card. Okay, I'm going to bring that up. Hopefully you can see this. I do have to tweak these lights a little bit. I wasn't sure last night when I was testing it out. So this card opens like this. And it's using the designer series paper. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a regular size sheet of cardstock and cut it in half. And through the magic of television, I already did this. And I'm going to give you the, don't worry if you don't get the instructions down or the dimensions, because I have all that and I'll put it on the Facebook page when I'm done. Okay, so the base of the card is 5 1/2 by 7 1/2. And then you're going to score that at 1 3/4 and 5 3/4. Okay, 1 3/4, 5 3/4. Then you're just going to burnish it with your bone folder. Real good. You're going to bring in 2 pieces of the designer series paper from the Wonderful Romance set. I love this. This is the vellum. And for vellum, I always use glue dots. You can put them in the corners and nobody really sees those. They're, you know, You can use snail, but I find snail shows up a little too much. I don't want it to show up. So I'm just going to go ahead and put some glue dots in there. And I hope everybody has a 3-day weekend. I do, and I am so looking forward to it. And I will be back Sunday night at 7 p.m. I think I'm going to switch gears, little joke, and do all geared up. Okay, let's just put this in there. Okay, I always put 6 on there. I like to have them on the sides here. Oh, you just got this stamp set. You're going to love it. And then I'm just going to flick these off. Okay. Sorry to make you wait. I should have put some of these on already. I mean, there we go. Okay. Oh, did I give you the designer series paper sizes? I don't think I did. Okay, the DSP is 1.5 by 5.5. And I'm just going to put those right on the front flaps. Okay, so that was 1.5 and 5.5. And if you didn't get these, don't worry. When I go back on Facebook Live, I will be adding everything, okay? And it will be also on my blog, Stampersdelight.com. Okay, now I have that down. Then I'm going to bring in 2 other pieces, and I have the Pear Pizzazz, which is 2.5 by 4. And the white is 2.25 by 3.25. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to ink this up. Bring in my pad again. And you notice I put some grid paper on my piercing mat. Okay, that's just to keep it clean. And I'm going to go ahead and stamp the big lily. Whoop. And you see it's lighter in here. It's supposed to be. Don't think it's not working. It's supposed to be that way. Okay. And then I think I'll bring this one down. I don't really want to overlap it. So let's just put it right here. There. Okay. And again, I'm going to bring in the stems with the Pear Pizzazz. And the other one is right here. Then I'm going to bring in the yellow ribbon that we can get free. And I'm just going to cut some ribbon off. I tend to cut a lot off, but it helps. I don't measure it, but it helps me when I'm tying the bow. And just put a little snail, or you can use a glue dot, put it in the back here to help you. Now, I'm not going to really fuss with this bow too much. I'm going to tie it. I usually tie it upside down, but let's see. I would like to try it. Nope, got to tie it upside down. And then what I'm going to do is use glue dots to get it exactly the way I want. So that's my tip for today. Don't forget your glue dots to use for other things other than your embellishments, okay? Well, actually, this is an embellishment, and I'll show you what I mean. If I don't like the way the bow came out, I would take a glue dot and play around with it. Maybe I want it, actually, this one didn't come out too bad. Let's say I want it right here. I'll put a glue dot here. To hold that in place. And then I can put another one over there if I wanted to, but I'm not going to do that right now. You see what I mean. So then I'm going to layer this right on top of the Pear Pizzazz. And again, I'll give you the dimensions later on. That's going to go right on top of here, but before I do that, let's stamp the let's stamp the outside because I didn't do that yet. Okay, so this one was a thank you card, and you see it did go right over the flowers, which was okay. So I'm going to do another this one I'm going to do a sympathy card. Okay, so I'm going to take the Pear Pizzazz. And I'm going to stamp with sympathy right there. I hope I don't have to use this, but unfortunately, you know, we do. So there's a sympathy. I'm going to bring in the next piece of white, which is for the inside. The inside is 3 3/4 by 5 1/4. Okay, and for this one, I'm going to put, I love the saying in here, for the moments you can't put into words. I mean, that's just such a beautiful saying. So I'm going to put that right in the middle. Nope, I didn't use my paper piercing. And then I'm going to take the yellow. I'm going to stamp it off once. And then I'm going to take the stem and do the same thing because I don't want the stem real dark either. There you go. So there's the inside. I'm going to go ahead, nail that on the inside. Now remember, when you're putting the front piece on, you're only going to be putting adhesive on one side, okay? Because it's gonna, otherwise you'll see it. I'm just gonna close that up, put that right over here. And there you have it. Now, what I can do also, if I want to step this up even more, I'll go ahead and put some Winkostella on my flower. Being careful not to grab the green. I love my Winkostella. Over there. And then if I wanted to also, I could bring in those little embellishments from wherever I put them, the little yellow dots here, and I could add those. But I think the Winkostella looks nice. So again, you know, this is like a simple stamping card stepped up. This is even more stepped up. And I hope that you like those. So I'm going to bring in the cards again. Okay, so these are the two. And remember, I'll put those dimensions on there. Thank you so much. I love these colors together, too. So let me bring in the card. Oh, there's my little doodads. So let's put them on there. Why not? I will put, I think I'll do it on the sympathy card. Just going to put maybe 2 of them on there. Yeah, right here. I don't know. I tend to always put it. So you can add a little more embellishment there. Okay, so again, here's the featured card. Then we have the simple stamping card. Step up from that. We have the one with the Winkostella and the Grapefruit Grove foil paper with the embossing folder. This was actually the first one I did. I love that one too. This is another one that I did the simple stamping. I did it this way first, then this one. And then the other one I did was this one. Okay. I hope you like those. Let me just flip it back. Hi. So I hope you enjoyed today's lovely Lasting Lily. And again, you can get that stamp set free. If you'd like to find out more about getting it free, just contact me, Stampersdelight.com. Check me out on YouTube this weekend with the Paper Pumpkin. I'll be back on Sunday at 7 p.m. I hope you have an awesome day and a great weekend. And I will see you soon. Thank you. Bye.